How often do you pay attention to detail? Welcome to this discussion right here at CITAM Church Online. My name is Linda Mwaniki. I find it very interesting when chefs are cooking, how they are very particular about the ingredients that they use to make the meal. For example, if you're making a barbecue steak or barbecue ribs, you cannot, if you need to put 1 tablespoon of salt, that's exactly what you need to put. But if you put an excess of 3 tablespoons, then your food will be a bit too salty. And sometimes I have found out that this is how God is. He requires us to pay attention to the very minute details in the environment that He has placed us in our families. If someone is unwell, if a loved one is unwell, you're required to visit them at the hospital. That's part of paying attention to detail. And one of the examples that we can draw this from the Bible is where we see God was giving Moses instructions on how to build the Ark of the Covenant and how to build the tabernacle. From Exodus chapter 30 from verse 22, it says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, collect choice spices, have 12.5 pounds of pure myrrh, 6.25 pounds of fragrant cinnamon, 6.25 pounds of fragrant calamus, and 12.5 pounds of cassia, and measure by the weight of the sanctuary shekel. Also get 1 gallon of olive oil. Like a skilled incense maker, blend these ingredients to make a holy anointing oil. Use this sacred oil to anoint the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant, and the table and all its utensils, and the lampstand and all its accessories, and incense altar, the altar of burnt offering and all its utensils, and the wash basin with its stand. Consecrate them to make them absolutely holy. After this, whatever touches them will also become holy." It's interesting how God is giving Moses specific measurements on what he needs to use in order to come up with the ingredients, to come up with the holy anointing oil. And God requires us to do the same in our lives. You know, if God is a God of detail, of paying attention to finesse, with the very fine things that include that are required in our lives, God requires us to do the exact same thing, to pay attention to the very fine detail, because this is what brings order in our lives. You know, this is what brings clarity. It's what brings perfection. In the next consecutive videos, we'll be talking about the benefits of having to pay attention to detail in our environment. Another example would be, for example, if you want to apply for a particular job, you know, you just don't go and throw off your CV. You go through your CV, you make sure that it is detailed, very well articulated, so that when you're surrendering it to your employer, then they can be able to see what it is that they are looking for. If you're pitching for a new business, you know, you don't just go and create any kind of profile. You first go back to what you have done, your history, the history of your company, what you have done before, then you pitch your idea to your future our business partner, you know. So these are the things that we are talking about in this video, paying attention to the fine details. They help us to flourish, they help us to blossom, they help us to even achieve the blessings that we'd like God to give us. In the next videos, we are going to be talking about the benefits of paying attention to detail right here at CITAM Church Online. Feel free to engage with us concerning this video and any other video on our CITAM Church Online platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also on YouTube. My name is Linda Mwaniki. God bless you.